Hello everybody, how are you all doing today? Welcome in. Hello Anton, welcome in, how are you doing? Good to see you again. Hello, Done 72. Hope everyone's doing well. So yeah, I was talking about the whole thing of, kind of like with the fitness where they just keep on trying to pursue that instead of becoming a well-rounded person, put so much time and effort into something that's just gonna, like, you're not gonna see results forever, at least not linearly. It's gonna eventually start to taper off and plateau at some point. So wouldn't it be better to then start, once you start to get diminishing returns, to then start focusing on other things, like learning a hobby, for example. Hello Abby. Hi. Yeah, hello man, welcome in everybody. Hope you're having a good day today. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here, people. I've noticed that Jace doesn't seem to be doing as many lives lately, so, but yeah, because I used to expect him to like come on in the morning, but he doesn't seem to come on as much in the mornings now. Seems to just, I guess it depends on if he's busy or something, but yeah. So hopefully he'll be on later. But yeah, how are we doing today, people? Thank you for the likes. We've got 6 people, 2 likes. Can we get 6 likes real quick? Oh, we've just got someone blocked already. Hello, Nick Hill. How you doing? Good morning to you. Hope you're having a blessed day. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, so there's so many scammers out there. There's so many grifters. Like, it's sad, like to see like there's like a lot of these like big YouTubers, a lot of these, and it's like you got these people like Alex Hormozi and this freaking school thing, and it's just a freaking pyramid scheme. I mean, that arrow edits. Oh god, here we go again. Name a color for an edit. No, I'm good. Hello Ismail, how you doing? Welcome to my live. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here, like the live as well. So then it pushes my live out more to get more people in here. So yeah, just yeah, if you've got any questions about health and fitness, then let me know. But yeah, hi Gorilla Ismail, how you doing? You alright? Yeah, welcome in. Another thing is, if you try to build too much muscle, it can actually impact other areas. Like, for example, it can make you slower at running, for example, long distances. Like, you're not going to be, like, you're probably going to gas out a lot quicker because you're carrying around more muscle. Yeah, it can be good for short bursts, but having too much muscle, it can actually impact the longer distance, like more endurance cardio. I only let these people stay because they're adding to the algorithm. So it's like, maybe some of these people, as long as they're not malicious, then you can just keep them in because they're adding to the algorithm. So yeah, it's just like, yeah, that's the only reason I'd let them stay. So I'm like, oh, they're probably going to get me more views, more watch time. I looked last night, I think I'm nearly on 2,800 watch hours, something like that. So we're almost getting monetized, guys. So yeah, well, 3,000 watch hours I need for super chats. Yeah, and then I need 4,000 watch hours for ads. So yeah, just trying to get to that goal real quick, and yeah, just keep smashing it. Just gonna keep on grinding. That's what we're about. We're about putting in the time, putting in the grind. Hello, Sally. What's tonight's topic? Well, it's this morning here, but I was just talking about the whole whole grift thing. That's like that. You've got these snake oil salesmen that are trying to, sell these courses to people, and they're quite predatory. Really, it's like they're trying to tap into people's pain, basically. Like, for example, someone has this like, like that like they're lonely, so then they buy a course on how to attract a woman, or they might buy a course on how to make money because they feel broke. And they're really trying to manipulate them with all these things like fancy cars and things like that, when a lot of it's all just rented. So they're just misleading people, selling them a dream, and so many people buy into it. So you get these people like Ty Lopez and all these scammers who just promote bullshit courses. A lot of the information is just readily available online. A lot of it probably isn't hard to find. So, I mean, it's just you get these people like that all the time, don't you? You know. Welcome back. You get these grifters all the time. These snake oil salesmen, and you keep seeing ads of all these people popping up like, oh, buy my course on how to do such and such, when it's like they're probably not going to be giving you any new information that you can't find online. It's, oh, how to do SMMA. It's like, well, yeah, it's really just about, there's probably going to be books that you can find on that for free, or stuff that you can get really, really cheap. So, yeah, a lot of it you don't need to spend hundreds and thousands of pounds on courses to give you this secret information that, it's like come on, people, like, how are people that kind of stupid to fall for this shit, But I guess a lot of it, not all of these people actually aren't that stupid. It's just a lot of people are just desperate, and they'll do anything to try and make their dream a reality. But the reality is that you're going to have to work hard. There is no get rich quick solution. A lot of it's about sacrificing time, and that's the problem, is that there is research out there, but they just try and go for the quick fix. But oftentimes they end up wasting more time doing that because they realize it didn't work out for them. They spent all their money on that when they could have spent that money to like invest into something. Hello, Niles. Imagine if you invested, like, I've heard some people invested tens of thousands of dollars or whatever, or pounds, into online courses. Now, if you actually invested that into the stock market, after even just, a few years, maybe like after 10 years or so, you'd probably be like doubling your investment. Can you stop spamming, please? So we'll have to block you if we get any more of that. So, yeah, it's like there's this opportunity cost there. So, all right, we're gonna have to get rid of you. Yeah, so goodbye. Yeah, we can't have this spam in the chat. It's just ruins it for people. Anyway, how are we doing, everybody? Hope you're all well today. Share this out if you can, subscribe if you're new. What's going on? Why has everyone gone quiet now? Alright. Yeah, so that's the problem, is that, they're preying on people's desperation, passion. What about what passion? So I'm just saying that these people are preying on people's insecurities and their. Alright, looks like I've got another troll in here. Oi, nanny. Alright, can we just block this person, please? Is Anton not there? And anybody with a fucking spanner? Is no one here to like sort it out? Because looks like I'm gonna have to do it myself, because it's just getting kind of annoying with some of these people in the chat. They say if you need a job, and you gotta do it yourself. So yeah. So all we're getting is fucking annoying trolls right now. I don't know. It is what it is. So yeah, just really tired of all that shit. It's hardly any like serious people in here right now. is the way it is. Hope everyone's having a good day anyway. I don't know. Easy money, what's that? It would be nice to find a way to make money, but nothing in life comes easy. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's the thing, is that it takes work, but that's what these people will not tell you. These grifters that try to sell you the illusion that you can do it overnight. It takes work, but the thing is that the hard work is part of what actually makes it good, because they say like something like the bad times make the good times better. So we have to learn to embrace the struggle. Like, for example, if you go into the gym and working hard, then you feel better after you've done it, because like the hard bit's over with now and you can just relax. But then if all you did was relax all day, then you're going to take it for granted. So this is why we need some adversity in life, I think. So I think these people are missing the point that actually it's important to have that struggle. Because if you just get that result right away and it's easy, then you're just going to take it for granted. So yeah, they want to get rich, but it's like they want to get rich quick, but at the same time they wouldn't want that, because like it's actually going to be taken for granted. You know, it's just that this whole instant gratification thing, and it's really a trap that people get into, and it makes them vulnerable to scammers and things like that. So yeah. Yeah, how's everybody doing today? I hope all is well. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Have you seen the new £50 bills? First time I got some yesterday. Oh, really? No, I don't really see £50 bills. So much goes into keeping the money going. You have to be able to run a business. It depends on if it's then maintained through investments and just, maintained passively. Then let's say if you've got a certain amount of net worth, and then you could just sell your business and then just basically use the money that you get to just invest it for passive income at that point. But there isn't really such a thing as truly passive income, because you had to invest time to make the money in the first place. So, but yeah, but they say it's a lot easier to maintain it once you've got it than actually building it up in the first place, because you can pretty much outsource a lot of it. Once you've built it up, you can start hiring people, you can get them to do all the hard work while you just enjoy living life, basically. And like a lot of these rich people actually don't have much to do, they just have other people working for them, well, they just go on jet set and go to frickin' the Maldives or something like that. I bought a lotto ticket in $100 million draw. I won $12.10. Oh wow, that's amazing. Yeah. Yippee. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well today. Share this out if you can, subscribe if you're new. That'd be really appreciated. You lost money, sorry. Oh yeah. Yeah, well, you're pretty much bound to lose money most of the time with these things. The house always wins, doesn't it? Just like, are you going to bed soon? Okay, you take care. So basically, like, yeah, you pretty much, it's like when you go to like a betting shop and you're like, the house always wins. They take commissions, so Yeah, so it doesn't matter what result happens, like, because overall, like, it all depends, like, of course, on the, on the odds and all that. But if they're good at like getting the odds right, then they can pretty much just almost guarantee to be making money. I'm going to the shop to buy beer soon. Oh, really? Huh. Yeah, I don't drink myself, but yeah. I remember my grandfather used to go out to the shop to go buy whiskey. Yeah, sometimes he would like go to walk to the shop instead of driving there because he liked to try and stay active as he was older, but unfortunately he would like drink alcohol. I don't know if it was like his way of trying to kind of like counter the effects of alcohol, but he managed to get to 83, so it wasn't really a bad age, to be fair. But yeah, I've never even tried alcohol. No, I just don't see the point. Like, it's not even. Yeah, I don't know if it's because of like your religion or whatever, but I mean, obviously I'm not a religious person, but like, I can see why religions wouldn't like believe in that stuff because it can affect the mind. It's like anything that affects the mind really probably shouldn't be taken, whether that's drugs or alcohol or anything that could make you not think clearly. And oh, your dad was an alcoholic. Oh yeah, my dad never touched alcohol in his life, really. Yeah, he might not have been able to live as long as he did because you said it with it like because. Oh no, he didn't get heart problems, did he? So, because I know you said some of your family got heart problems, but I know like drinking could possibly exacerbate heart problems because with all the alcohol, it can be very straining on the heart. My parents used to drink a lot during their divorce. Yeah, suppose if they're in a stressful time and all that, but a lot of people end up becoming addicted, and then it's going to be much more difficult to get off. But on the other side, yeah, my uncle Stephen never had a cigarette in his life, didn't drink, and had a triple heart bypass at 35 years old. Yeah, you were saying. Yeah, some people are just going to be genetically predisposed, but yeah, that's shitty, really. But yeah, but things could have been even worse with alcohol, though. This is the thing. It's like, yeah, never tried drugs, never been a smoker. Yeah, it's just I don't really understand it. Really, it's just why people are trying to push other people into doing these things. There's all this like peer pressure in there. That's why a lot of these kids end up doing. Well, they start seeing them smoking, even like school-age children, and they'll start smoking and doing all these things like starting vaping and things like that. It's just fucked up, really, isn't it? Like, it's just become this trendy thing for all these kids to be vaping, and we don't even know what the dangers fully are. Like we haven't got like proper long-term studies on vaping because they've only been around for like what 20 odd years or whatever it is. That's not long enough to know the full extent of the risks of it, I don't think. You either follow the example or you learn from it. Yeah, that's right. You just gotta, I would say, just live by example. Kind of I've been kind of like, the good thing is I've been a kind of person that never really fell into trends or anything like that. I just kind of do my own thing. Like I'm very much like a person that just sticks to my guns, and I do what I feel like is right for me. I'm not going to cave in to other people or what their demands are. I'm just gonna do what I feel like I need to do for my own health and my own well-being, because that's the most important thing to me. Yeah, popcorn lung. Yeah, I've heard about it. Yeah, it's not good. But anyway, how's everybody doing today? Thank you for joining me, everybody. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, it's just it's just terrible, like how, like I said, a lot of these children are just like start doing these things thinking it's so good. It's like you saw them doing the prime energy drinks, but I think those are dying off, to be fair. Like, but a lot of stuff gets marketed as being healthy and whatever, and then it turns out that it's really not. And so many people will buy into it. They'll buy into whatever, something, and influencers selling them. Hello to you, Mr. Neem Tamji. I'm doing fine, thank you. How are you doing today? Hope all is well with you. Yeah, you take care, Sally Jane. Yeah, what's popcorn long? It's a side effect from or adverse effect from potentially some people get from doing vaping, where their lungs start to like get kind of like turn like popcorn, basically. Kind of self-explanatory. So you can imagine like what popcorn's like. That's apparently what can happen to the lungs with all that fluid that's going into it. So yeah, because it's like this kind of, there's this kind of like sticky kind of fluid thing that they're putting inside their body. So anyway, hope everybody's having a good day today. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. I'm good. That's good then. People that vape, the vaping sound is similar to cooking popcorn. Oh, really? I didn't know that. But I'm not surprised though. It's just yeah. I just remember there was this guy, like apparently he was actually one of these that kind of, it was like a fail. He would always fail to like have a successful business, but he had this idea of doing a vaping business, and this was like over 10 years ago. This was probably about almost 15 years ago, probably at this point. And actually, if he would have started the vaping shop, he probably could have actually been successful with it, because that was before it really started to take off that much. Yeah, because it only seemed to really start taking off like the last sort of 10 years or so, and you've seen loads of people doing it. But yeah, it's just one of those things. But yeah, the vaping can be a bit yeah, kind of like misleading, that people thinking, oh, it's this like healthier alternative to smoking, but do we really know that? I mean, it might be somewhat better in some ways, but we just don't know. I mean, it doesn't seem to cause like the, like the lung problems like smoking would with the, like when you're breathing in smoke, but that's what we can see in the short term. But like the long term could be far worse when it comes to the vaping. So we just have to see how things play out. It's kind of like with the injections that people were getting for a certain illness, if you know what I'm talking about. That they were pushing these things out without without any long-term medical trials. Like they're talking about them being safe and effective. Well, that's aged well, hasn't it? Yeah, aged so freaking well, didn't it? Telling people that these are safe and effective. And doesn't seem like really any of those things are really that true anymore. So yeah, so they're selling it to people like that is the truth. And turns out years later that they were completely wrong, and yeah, they're not looking too good now, that all these governments and all that, and all these influencers that got paid to promote these things. Yeah, exactly. Average trial period is 10 years. Yeah. Yeah, because that's to see, like more kind of longer term effects. But I would argue that to know if something's completely safe, you would even need longer than that. You would probably need a whole lifetime, really, but we ain't got that long. But yeah, 10 years is probably like, yeah, at least 5 to 10 years, I would say, is like the minimum to know if it's at least like somewhat safe. So yeah, it's just it's crazy. Like, but they'll say, oh well, we need to administer it. Well, what if everyone ends up just dropping dead from this injection? You know, it's like it's just crazy that like people will just like just do it without even thinking twice about it. No, I didn't take it. No, I was just like I'm about like just kind of just trying to focus on my own health and try to be, you know, sort of optimize my own immune system. And the more I've been focusing on that, then the more I've just not been getting sick. So, yeah. Like, so that's what I like to try and just focus on, really just be the healthiest that I can be. You know, try and, you know, do regular exercise, try to eat relatively healthy, and then yeah, it's probably gonna sort of you know, mitigate it as much as possible, really. So that way, it's just gonna that I've not really got anything to worry about, and it's like it's not gonna stop you from spreading things to people, but it's going to help you fight things better. Because I don't see like a jab in the arm as a substitute for healthy habits. I think that should really be people's priority. And maybe some people might need to take certain supplements, but I think that should be the priority, taking things that we know is safe, that you can help to combat, use to help to combat diseases, and like just getting out in nature, just maybe doing some like mindfulness activities and whatever works for you, really. But I'm not saying everyone should try meditation or whatever, because I've talked about how traditional meditation some people might find very boring, but try to find something that relaxes you. Maybe it's a certain kind of music, maybe it's some kind of hobby that helps you stay relaxed, and then have a, you know, exercise routine where you're really going at it. Thoughts on origin? What you mean origin? Anyway, I don't know how long I'm staying on here for. Probably not be on too much longer. Of the Kuf, I would say probably Wuhan lab. I'm probably, yeah, probably had something to do with that. It's just the fact that the place where it started, supposedly, it all seemed a bit kind of yeah, sus, really. But yeah, it's been a while since I've even talked about this whole topic, because yeah. Hello, Nick Hill. What climate is there? It's just kind of mild and sunny at the moment here. It's a lot better than it has been. So yeah. Who's still here? Yeah. Anyway. Hello, Dragonites, being happy. How you doing? Good morning to you. Hope you're having a good day today. Welcome in here. Thank you for the likes, everybody. If you have any questions, put them in the chat, please. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just kind of not really sure what to talk about. I'm just like, I end up just like talking about the freaking Kuf thing again. I'm like, here we go again. But yeah, you could say some good to come out of it was that people started to kind of be more skeptical and cynical of the government. Like they're not really trusting, and it also the media, so they're a bit more kind of distrusting in all that because you know it's like people used to be a bit more, you could say, naive to it, and they would just trust a lot of the stuff they see on the news. But people are starting to kind of question things more. People are starting to open their eyes more to what's really going on. Like people might start looking into things like 9/11 and how that isn't exactly how we've been told either. And you know, things like the Iraq War and how that was you know, there was some scam with that, and it was, you know, if you look into a lot of these things, there's a lot of it's sus. You know, if you start looking into things like these secret societies and how there's, you know, all these groups of people trying to come together to, and a lot of it isn't even secret. They just, the only secret is the fact that they have secret meetings, I guess you could say. I mean, they're not secret societies in that that we don't know who they are, and a lot of times we know who they are. They show their allegiance to these things, like the Masons and everything. And but you got all these, like, as well, you've got these things like WEF and all that, but are they part of something bigger? But you know, all these like your Klaus Schwabs and all them people, and they, you know, they talk about climate change and all that, but yet a lot of them will be flying in on their private jets. I'm like, you know, it's funny that, isn't it, that why are they not just gonna find a way to get there that's going to be more economic? Was it eco-friendly? I mean, you could argue that private jets might be better for the environment than, say, driving over or something, but they won't get on a regular passenger plane, would they? Because that's just like too inconvenient for them. Like they don't want to actually live like everybody else has to. They just see that as for the peasants. They get to go on their private jets and go on about climate change, but yet everyone else just, you know, like that everybody else is just gonna, you know, just be living in shit basically. They're just laughing at you all, that you're just peasants and serfs, whatever the difference is. Blasphemy laws, fucking hell, what blasphemy for what? Is that like Islam or something? We're becoming more and more Islamic in this country, aren't we? So I don't know if that's what they're trying to push for, but I would not be surprised. Like, it's become quite fucked up. Like, we don't even have free speech here. Like, we're not saying that like I'm against anybody that's you know, Muslim or anything like that. It's just, yeah, I wouldn't really want to see this country have Islamic law imposed on it. It seems Muslims want them, yeah. Yeah, they seem to hate on like free speech and anything that goes against their religion. Yeah, so maybe it is time to, hello rocks, who talk about Muslims. Okay, just get rid of this person. I think they're just trolling, aren't they? But yeah, I don't know. It might actually be time to get out of this country soon if it continues to go in this direction where it's going to become so like to the point where you got all these freaking illegal immigrants coming in and basically it ends up messing up the economy if it continues like that. Like, and you're seeing the effects of. It's like they're paying for these people to stay here. Hello to you, Roberto. How you doing? Welcome to our live. Paying for these people to stay here out of taxpayers' money instead of using it to benefit our economy. They're using it to house these people that I don't know. Like there's people that actually, are in quite like the people in the lower income brackets, for example, and you've got them giving money to these people who are really just, well, that don't actually, that they've not actually done anything in this country for it. So this is why people are a bit pissed off, to say the least. And they might start to push for laws that are like, oh yeah, welcome back. Where did you go, Abby? And they might start to push for laws that are like basically like you were saying, like anti-blasphemy laws. If you question their religion, then you could even get put in jail. It's like if they start to breed fast, like, and they might start to take over, basically. I don't know why it looks wide. Maybe because I'm wide. I'm getting more built now, innit? I'm getting like, yeah. Maybe it's this jacket that I'm wearing that's that helps as well, but I had to change from my iPad to my iPhone as I'm going out. Oh yeah, you said you was going out. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just not gonna like hold back anymore. I'm just gonna fucking, if people don't like, but you mean, yeah, and the mindset. Like, I'm just gonna say it as it is, like yeah, it's, things are kind of fucked in this country, like, I used to be a bit more kind of like, I don't know, but maybe it was just because I was afraid to actually say what I really thought on here, because people might judge me for things, but I'm like, you know what, I'm seeing things kind of just that are not good, and you could say it's fear mongering. I mean, I don't really care what people want to say it is, like, but the fact is that most of the British people that live here, they're only like breeding, they're maybe having one child, maybe two at the most on average, and some of them aren't even having any at all. Whereas the Muslims tend to have far more. So you can imagine how over time that with the fact that more and more of them are coming in, they eventually become their country. So that's why people are pissed off. And that they might start bringing in laws that start to be more beneficial to them. To be fair, though, they did say about a law in Sharia law or something that that apparently if they get married, the woman gets nothing. I was like, if they get divorced, the woman gets nothing. If the man owns all the property, then so I'm like, yeah, okay, well that sounds kind of good, but I don't know. Maybe the rest of it'll be bullshit though. Like, if you question their religion, for example, and there's going to be a lot of bad in it as well. But yeah, there might be a few good bits in their religion or whatever, but as there in all Western democracies, what's that? What are you talking about? But yeah, I personally, I'm not. I don't know why. Like, there's this thing of like that the woman still gets to get like half of everything, even if they haven't contributed. So I just think that whole law needs to get sorted out because it's just ends up screwing a lot of men over. So I don't know why they do that. It's like if the house is in your name and all that, and if things are in your name, then it should all go to you. Like, you shouldn't have to sell the house. It's like, because what will happen is if you have to split the money, then you're gonna have to probably sell the house, or you would have to then, yeah, because you would then, yeah, you were splitting it. So then, what are you gonna do then? You have to sell it to somebody else. So that's a house that you've lived in, contributed to financially, to then have it stripped away from you. Things are effed. Yeah, I know. Bullshit. Fucking bullshit. So yeah, so I can see why people want to move to the east, but I don't know. I don't know if that's a really good idea because sometimes I feel like you're just jumping out the frying pan and into the fire going to the east. There's a lot of problems over there as well. Like, I've heard you're not even allowed to criticize the government over there or something. So that'd be pretty fucked up. I mean, yeah, like some of these countries in the east, you're not allowed to criticize the government. So who would want to be somewhere like that? Especially in places like China and, I mean, some of the Southeast Asian countries as well. I've heard there's problems there, but there's some good things about it as well. But you have to weigh up the pros and cons. Is it worth it? Thailand can't criticize the king. Yeah. So why would, yeah, you want to be somewhere where that's, seen as like, whatever the word is, that, not blasphemy, but it's um, like being a traitor or something like that. Is it treason? Something along those lines. Yeah, I think it's treason, isn't it? That just bullshit. So yeah, you gotta find that balance of like where the laws are more kind of, like where there's more general freedom in the country and with also a good lifestyle. But it's hard to find that balance where it's like it's usually either good lifestyle with a fucked up government or a bad lifestyle with a somewhat okay government. But like, yeah, it's just anywhere you go seems to have its own problems that unique to that country. So yeah, it'd be good if we could just all buy an island, like have our own mini country or something. So like, yeah, we just kind of block it off and just if we all like, yeah, we've all bought a piece of land and we just said, this is our land, this is our nation, and yeah, we have the laws that we want in our own land. Fuck everybody else. We're gonna do things our way. 1984 is supposed to be a book of fiction. Supposed to be, yeah. No, it's a lot of it's coming true, isn't it? A lot of the predictions. Yeah, it is what it is, really. Yeah, probably won't be on too much longer. I get off soon. Yeah. I think I'm done with all the ranting. What we're saying, everybody. Look at what happened to the trucker protest in Canada. I know, like with these freaking emergency laws, it's like you've got Justin Trudeau. I've seen this thing with like Justin Trudeau and how he's now saying, "Oh, we're going to stop." You know what? Well, he didn't say it would stop, but he says we're going to limit the amount of like immigrants coming in because they're just trying to like now be all like, oh well, I need to try and make people vote for me. Basically, it's just yeah, but I think it's too late. People are just seeing through the bullshit. People have lost trust. They saw what he did. Anyway, yeah. So we got any more questions, people? That was right. They were freaking freezing bank accounts and yeah, it's just very kind of like dictator type kind of move that. So much for being a liberal, eh? But I guess the word liberal doesn't even mean what it used to mean because they can just keep twisting whatever the meaning of a word is. Because to me, liberal is um, about personal freedom, but like apparently like that's not what it's about anymore. It's about having to kind of go along with whatever the government tells you to go along with. They jump, you say how high. That's what they do, and it's just that yeah, it's kind of it's like you've got the term classic liberal, which is more what like a true liberal would have been like, but now it's turned into this kind of stuff all about like woke kind of policies and trying to pander to certain demographics of people. Marxists always tinker with language. Yeah, that's it. You know, like kind of invert the meanings of words to kind of to try and kind of sound good. It's like liberalism. It sounds good, right? It sounds like liberal democracies and stuff like that. So, but what they say and what they actually mean is like two different things. What they mean by that is we're gonna like stop you from being able to criticize people who you don't agree with. Like for example, if you don't agree with the whole woke agenda or something, then yeah, like you can get in trouble for that. People can lose their jobs for it. People can, um, yeah, people can get cancelled for it, for being transphobic or whatever, phobic or ism or ist or whatever that they want to throw at you. And they'll call people bigots, but yeah, they're not willing to listen to your side of things just for you criticizing them today. So this the thing is they call other people bigots, but actually projecting because they're the actual bigots because they're not willing to listen to someone else's perspective. That they have this kind of this kind of groupthink mentality on things like wokeism or whatever. Like critical race theory. There was this whole stuff about intersectionality and whatever crap that they were trying to throw out there. And it's like there is some truth to things that they say about like, yeah, there is injustices in the world, but it's the way that they're going about trying to fix them. And if you don't agree with their kind of ways of doing things, if you didn't like the way that they use the term BLM instead of ALM, then you're a bigot, you're racist. Yeah, but it's not actually the case. In fact, if anything, they're the ones that are the actual racists, because it's like when they talk about, oh, but what black people have, sort of less opportunities than that, then what that's doing is actually perpetuating that by saying that, because what you're doing is it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you sometimes they'll internalize it in themselves, and then they're telling other people that because you're black, you're going to find it harder. But why does that necessarily have to be the case? Yeah, it's just it's like but they'll try and be like, oh, you're a basically the racist just for being white or something like that. So that's racist of itself. So a lot of these people that will go on about BLM, they're the ones that are the actual racists a lot of the time. Some of the crap that they come out with, that just because you're white and you're born after the slave trade, then therefore you're a racist and you're responsible for all the stuff that's happened. But the thing is that the whole thing of the slave trade, there's been people have enslaved people from all sorts of races throughout history. So it's all just a bunch of gaslighting and a bunch of just like, I don't know. It just seems like an excuse to hate on a group of people and just perpetuate. I guess it's perpetuating tribalist kind of mentality, really. And here in Oz, we can say Aboriginal, but not allowed to say Aborigine. Why is that? Like, you're saying that's. I mean, it just gets ridiculous. All this political correctness stuff, like, yeah. What is it? Because it's got some kind of connotation to it or something, that Aborigine or something. I mean, so what happens if you say that? Can you get jail time or something? So it's partly racist. Yeah. I think it's about the intent behind what you're saying is really not the thing itself. It's like a word itself cannot be racist. It's the intent behind it that's racist. Like, yeah, it's just I don't know. No girl, just dirty looks. All right, okay, fair enough. You mean as in like, yeah, they just find it offensive. Yeah, right. Or no jail, right. Anyway, probably gonna just wrap it up in a minute. Yeah. Hope everybody's had a good day anyway. I'm gonna probably see you all probably 7 p.m. One might get cancelled if they're famous. Yeah. Well, that's it. If you're famous, you have a lot of responsibility, and you say one wrong thing, that could be it. Your career's over. Look what happened with that Jenna Marbles. She actually got kind of cancelled for something that wasn't even like, it was meant to be just a joke, but so many people on the internet tried to cancel her, and then she ended up stopping posting. I think, I don't know if she's started again, but well, obviously I don't really watch her, but like I saw this video where she got like cancelled for something that wasn't really not like that bad, but the internet like overreacted over it, and it was somebody that, it was like one of those OG YouTubers, like back in the old days of YouTube. She was like a, yeah, she used to do a lot of like videos back in like probably 10 to 15 years ago. It's about control and demoralization. Yeah, that's it. You know, they just, people just kind of feel like they're walking on eggshells. They can't say the right thing anymore. It's like, what can I say anymore? Because no matter what I say, it can be skewed to sound like I'm being racist or whatever, phobic or whatever. Anyway, I'm going to get off, guys, so have a good day. I'll see you all soon. Bye.